Hey everyone, today I really want to talk about mindset and how important it was for my growth and my journey. Hey everyone, my name is Mariah, founder of Content Queen. And today I really want to talk about mindset and how important it was on my journey to where I am right now. So I spoke to you all about the fear of failure last week, and now I really want to talk to you about a mindset shift. So as you knew, I obviously went from failing horribly at moving to Melbourne the first time to moving back in 2016. And this was when I got first full-time job, only 6 months out of uni, which was incredible. And I'd been there for 12 months when I started to feel a little bit lost. I'd just gotten back from the US and winter blues was always something I got, like a lot. And I was just sick of getting it. I didn't want to feel horrible in winter. And I just didn't want to feel like this anymore. So I legit typed in happy into the podcasting app. Now, podcasts weren't like massively as popular as they are today in this time. I had listened to like Serial on podcasts, but nothing like self-development, personal development. I never even really done anything to develop myself. I had my blog and, I knew I wanted to do all these things, but I didn't really have any direction. So typed in happy, and in it came this podcast called Happier by Gretchen Rubin. And it was just little techniques to help you become a little bit happier. And that just set me on this journey. I also had a friend show me Prince EA on YouTube, which if you don't know who he is, he's incredible. And I watched this certain video called It Will Pass.
There's a story about a meditation student. He goes to his teacher and he says, "Master, my meditation is horrible. I feel so distracted. I keep falling asleep and my legs ache." The teacher says, "It will pass."
And it was true. If I ever felt horrible, I knew that it would pass, and it always did. But I just really wanted to better myself. I was just feeling really flat. Like I said the other week before I discovered the miracle morning, I was getting out of bed, rushing to get ready for work, and I was just over it. I just didn't want to do this anymore. And of course I discovered the miracle morning and the powers of all but kind of before even that, I started meditating, and I downloaded Headspace, and there was a mindful app that I would download as well. And I started meditating, and I didn't really think I was necessarily good at meditating, but as we know, no one gets good at meditation. I'm sure you improve on it, but it's always one of those things that you always have to be wary of, and that's the point of meditation. And I did these challenges, a 30-day meditation challenge. I discovered yoga, and this really amazing yoga teacher. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but I will play her YouTube channel. And I started doing yoga as well. I really improved on my health and fitness. I knew I needed to start going to the gym. I wasn't going at all. I wasn't even eating healthy. I was just knew I had to cook food, so I was just cooking whatever was easier, because I was really trying to find my groove of moving out of home and all that kind of stuff. Even though it'd been 12 months, I was going home every weekend, so any independence was kind of gone as soon as I got home. So obviously then I started journaling my thoughts and laying it all out. And then I thought I need goals, I need intentions. I always knew I loved traveling. They were always massive goals for me, but I wanted to live in New York. So I wrote a 5, a 10, 10-year plan. That was it. And a lot of them had to do with being financially stable, moving to New York, having investments, all of that stuff. And then I knew I had a vision and a plan. And, from there I continued to listen to more podcasts, found my purpose. I just, why was I here? I really thought about that. And that was to inform and educate. And Content Queen wasn't even a thing then. I started randomly freelancing for really minimal money, just trying to get, kept happening. I have my recent episode on how I got started, but you know, like this wasn't even a life that I imagined. I knew I wanted to do these things, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. So I obviously set the intention and, you know, look what's happened. So, you know, to really recap this for you is do the things that make yourself feel good, feel happy, make change. If you're feeling stuck, have a look at what you can do to make change. Like obviously I've got a couple of videos to help you with this, but have a think about it. You know, if you don't like writing, that's fine. Maybe you do, like you talk, you know, you say it out loud how you're feeling, you video yourself. Maybe you do dot points if you don't like writing fully. Like if you think meditations really doesn't help you, keep trying. Like honestly, it takes time. There's some days where I'm like, that was a horrific meditation. I didn't even get anything out of that. My mind was going 100 miles an hour, but that's when I remember, like, stop it and think. You could just do things like just being mindful, like when you're working in your day-to-day or when you're eating food, like just take a minute to take it all in. They're the kinds of things you can do to make change and shift your mindset. And listen to podcasts. There is so much incredible information out there. You know, some of the ones that I really loved, India Vine's podcast, I can put the links below. Happier was when I started. I don't necessarily listen to it now, but it was amazing when I did. Achieve Your Goals by Hal Elrod. And like any business podcast, like anything you want to do, find a podcast on it and just learn how to do it and just grow and develop and just like get your motivation on. Like do the things that keep you motivated and really think about, like, what do I actually love doing? And that will help you so much. Do the work. It is hard, but it is so worth it. Like you think of all the people like Tony Robbins and, you know, all Brene Brown, like they all do the work as well. They don't just tell you, they do it, and that's how they got to where they are. You all, like all of us have like this power within us and this passion, and we can all achieve it. You just need to discover what it is. And you know what, one of the things that I learned the most was being alone, like being with myself, learning about myself and really growing and not relying on anyone else to help me with that, just like purely within. So I hope that gave you a little bit of inspiration on shifting your mindset. And you know, like when I do feel crappy, like I have crappy days, but I know that it'll pass and I know what to do to kind of like make myself feel better. So that's like, it's all a learning experience and you can have the same one. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your week and I will talk to you soon.